Oh, I'm sorry. It's TMZ.
Yeah, no, you can curse. You can curse. You can curse.
I apologize, but
no apologize about.
There's no way he get demolished.
Trouble. Somebody in trouble. That power comes out of right.
Pacquiao's finished. He's in it for the few quid now, few pounds more, few more dollars. Great fighter legend himself. But he can never look in the mirror and say he was the best of his era because...
Manny Pacquiao is officially stepping back into the ring in July 2025 to face Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight world title. This isn't an exhibition or a nostalgic farewell. It's a legitimate, fully sanctioned championship fight. At 46 years old, Pacquiao is treating this return with the same intensity that defined his prime, and the boxing world is taking notice, especially his longtime rival, Floyd Mayweather.
As of now, Mario Barrios is the WBC champion, so who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. That's a tremendous fight. There's a final elimination taking place in North Africa, New Guinea, with Chisoko. And there's just many interests in the division. It's a great.
In General Santos City, Pacquiao has launched a full-scale training camp. He's back to the grind, running sparring, mitt work, and strength conditioning are part of the daily routine. But there's a twist. Pacquiao has brought in kickboxers to sharpen his reflexes, agility, and movement. Training with fighters who operate on different rhythms is helping him reawaken the explosive footwork and unpredictable angles that once made
Pacquiao
him a
is focusing
nightmare to
not just on getting
His
back
team says he's fully committed.
Don't try the boxing like that.
Yeah, it's lazy, right? Just kind of.
When you do the boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that habit. You become a habit. When you start the boxing like.
Make no mistake, this isn't a marketing stunt. Pacquiao is aiming to reclaim world champion status. The WBC has confirmed that the fight against Mario Barrios will be for the official 147-pound title. Barrios, 28, brings youth, reach, and sharp fundamentals into the ring. Fresh off a strong performance against Yadenis Ugas, he's not taking Pacquiao lightly. While respectful, Barrios is focused solely on defending his belt.
It's a fight that is almost finalized from per 210 Boxing TV from Instagram. He says, shocking news, Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title is a done deal for the summer. The date either will be July 19th or 26th on Amazon Prime, and the fight probably won't be on pay-per-view. And location, Las Vegas or San Antonio.
Pacquiao hasn't fought professionally since August 2021 when
he took on short notice after Errol Spence Jr. pulled out with an injury. Afterward, Pacquiao retired.
Spence Jr., who pulled out due to injury. Pacquiao announced his retirement shortly after and focused on his political career.
Disconnected from training, playing basketball, staying active, and maintaining his conditioning. That discipline has eased his return to boxing.
Pacquiao is negotiating with Barrios to fight at 147. No tears. I haven't heard one tear. So guess what? Since we know that Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao has been in serious negotiations, let me ask you, is it a good fight? Mario Barrios versus Tank Davis at 147. Yes, it is. That fight was a struggle, and if Mario Barrios wasn't weight drained with the rehydration clause at 140, think about 147, Tank going up from 135 to 147. Yeah, y'all, no, shoe program.
Sean Gibbons, president of MP Promotions and one of Pacquiao's closest confidants, confirmed that training for the Barrios fight and an exhibition with Rukia Suzuki is in full swing. Gibbons emphasized that Manny never strayed from the gym and remains physically sharp. The comeback has even caught Floyd Mayweather's attention. In a recent interview, Mayweather called Pacquiao the toughest opponent he ever faced and said he expects the same version of Manny to show up in July.
On Fight Week.
Could you describe to us what you've seen?
Looks like a fine bottle of wine. It just keeps getting better and better as it ages. He hasn't lost his speed, he hasn't lost his feet, he hasn't lost his passion. Just loves the fight. I asked him, still has everything when you watch him, the power, the speed.
Coming from Mayweather, that's huge. This is a man who's gone toe-to-toe with elite fighters like Canelo Alvarez, Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, and Diego Corrales. But according to Floyd, Pacquiao's speed, power, odd angles, and relentless pace presented a unique challenge unlike any other. Despite their 2015 bout ending in a win for Mayweather, his respect for Pacquiao remains unusually high.
This whole shit with Pacquiao and Barrios, man. Mauricio just want those little sanctioning fees, man. That's all it is. They just want a little sanctioning fees off that Pacquiao purse. I'm not with it. I don't think it's cool. There's other people that kind of deserve that a little better. I personally wanted Boots and Barrios to clash. He got a fight on the way. You know what I'm saying? But it's just stupid. I don't see the fucking point in that fight at all. I mean, if it happens, it happens. At the end of the day, he was a generational talent. I think it'll be an entertaining fight because Barrios is there to fight, but I'm gonna have to edge the younger guy. You know what I'm saying?
Boxing world is buzzing. Some critics argue Pacquiao is too old to compete at the top level. Others believe if anyone can rewrite the rules of aging in boxing, it's him. He remains the only fighter in history to win titles in 8 divisions, with victories spanning 4 decades. From Barrera and Morales to Cotto, Hatton and Thurman. His record speaks for itself.
I mean, not knock him out, but beat him on the cards, beat him behind that jab.
Similar to like Ugas, the Ugas fight?
Yeah, like on some shit like that. It's a good fight, but it's more of a good fight for Barrios. Pacquiao don't need it, but Pacquiao want to come back, and he want to come back with a bang, so, why not? If he can make it happen, make it happen.
What makes this return remarkable is Pacquiao's choice of opponent. No tune-up fights, no soft landings. He's going straight after a young, active world champion. That speaks volumes about his mindset. Barrios, in turn, has embraced the challenge. He understands what defeating Pacquiao would mean for his legacy, and he's training like his title depends on it, because it does. Fans in the Philippines and worldwide are rallying behind Pacquiao. His life story has always been about defying the odds, from humble beginnings to global superstardom. Now, at 46, he's trying to do the unthinkable again. While he may not have the raw speed of his youth, his experience, timing, and toughness remain elite. His team believes those assets could be enough for one more legendary performance.
Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he? I get he still loves the sport, but listen, you are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do a little
Pac-Man comeback? What's going on? Manny Pacquiao is coming back for another fight against Mario Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship, I believe. Is that something, or is it just?
I don't know.
Tabloids?
I don't know. I keep laughing about that fight. I don't know. I don't know if they exist. I don't know where the money would come from.
Who's paying the Pacquiao tax?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that it just seems the guy's almost 50 years old.
This comeback is more than just a fight. It's a moment in boxing history. Between the rigorous training camp, the addition of kickboxers, the WBC title on the line, and Mayweather's unexpected praise, everything signals that Pacquiao is taking this seriously. After a light exhibition against Japanese kickboxer Rukia Ampo in 2024, July's bout will be a return to high-stakes warfare. Terence Crawford, former undisputed welterweight champion, also weighed in on the news. Asked about Manny's chances, Crawford remained cautious but respectful. "I don't know, we'll see," he said. "If he goes in there and wins, everyone will change their tune." Crawford avoided writing Pacquiao off, acknowledging that greatness sometimes breaks expectations.
Against Barrios.
So basically, your interpretation is that the boxing public is upset because they believe Pacquiao's going to beat Barrios, which is going to lead to a Tank Pacquiao fight?
Yes, look around. Look in the Discord. That's what everybody, Pac and Tank, that's being set up.
Oh,
Tank
so,
and Pac.
okay, so they saying Barrios is the setup for Tank and Pac. I didn't see that, but your argument makes sense. If he beats Barrios, there's nothing wrong with him fighting Tank. But the issue is he don't deserve the Barrios Barrios fight off of 3 years off and a loss.
Crawford's hesitation speaks volumes. At 46, Pacquiao faces enormous physical demands, but his sharp instincts, ring IQ, and veteran savvy still pose serious threats. Recent training footage shows glimpses of his explosive style. Oscar de la Hoya, another legend who suffered a career-ending defeat at Pacquiao's hands, offered words of support, tempered with concern. "I wish him all the best," de la Hoya said. "He's obviously not the same Pacquiao who fought me, but if anyone can still carry that power, it's him. Just hope he's careful." De la Hoya understands firsthand the danger of misjudging time in the ring. It was Pacquiao's speed and pressure that closed the book on Oscar's career. The welterweight division has shifted since Pacquiao's last world title fight. Terence Crawford vacated the WBC belt in 2024 to move up in weight. That opened the door for Mario Barrios, who seized the opportunity with a statement win over Yildiz Ugas. Now Barrios stands in the way of Pacquiao's final shot at championship glory. Another wild card, Errol Spence Jr., the former unified champ, has been linked to a potential showdown with Barrios. Spence has been inactive since his brutal loss to Crawford in their highly anticipated clash. But he remains a looming figure in the division and a possible obstacle in Pacquiao's quest for one last title.
Actually facing Mario Barrios, what do you think of that fight?
Yeah, I think that, it's a very contentious subject. Like, people moaning about Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat most fighters in the top 20 at 147 pounds. He's clearly not the fighter that he once was. You're not going to be at that age. My problem is that he's been inactive for quite a long time. Like, we were talking about fighting him with Conor Benn maybe 6 months ago or a year, and every month or 3 months or 6 months that passes, and 3 years ago about Conor Benn fighting Manny Pacquiao, and now we're talking about him fighting for a world title. When was the last time Manny Pacquiao had a professional fight?
Yeah,
I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I don't know.
Was it somebody after Keith Thurman?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's been a while.
How can you fight for a WBC world title? It makes a mockery of the championship. So I don't know. Look, Mario Barrios should be fighting Boots, but they don't want to. This is like an easy fight.
Former opponent Manny Pacquiao coming back. What do you think about that?
I wish him all the best. I mean, obviously, look, the truth is the truth. He's obviously not the same Pacquiao that fought me, that fought the greats. I wish him the best. Be careful up there. He's not young like he used to be, but I'm sure he still has that power. So anything can happen, but yeah, just be careful.
Thank you, Oscar.
Oscar, if you since you all talked about Chris Eubanks's weight, and knowing how